Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Jaromír Bertlík, and I decided to make this video because receiving lately lots of questions if it's possible to treat the disease, especially the chronic degenerative diseases. In these days, many of the chronic degenerative diseases are non-treatable. There is a problem to treat them, but I believe we can treat lots of them because the picture of the diseases or new technology or new thinking about the quality of disease are not coming from the symptoms from the disease. We have to not treat the symptoms, but we have to treat the reason why the disease appears in the body, where the body failed to keep the healthy conditions of the body. So, to tell you a few information about me is I am willing to answer the question if we are able to treat non-treatable diseases, and as well I would like to tell you how I came to it. I'm a person who is employed in healthcare for last almost 50 years, and since the time I finished the university study as a medical doctor, I'm not the magical doctor, because MD doesn't mean magic doctor, but it's mean medical doctor. And from that point as well, I start to treat the people. I was, to be honest, I was the best doctor. That was at that time my feeling. I was able to say I can treat everything, but I found in first year that there is no possibilities to treat everyone, and there is no possibilities to use the same medication for same symptoms and same diseases for every single people. I start to realize with the time coming that we are not similar to each other. I start to realize that every person, every human being is the unique person in this universe. So we have to treat the people individually. And as well, with the time which was coming, I found that many diseases, starting with the fact that we are malnourished, many diseases, especially the chronic degenerative cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, civilization diseases, starting with the fact that we are missing many important nutrients our body is functioning with, and many nutrients are missing. We are able to fulfill or refill our body by nutrients, say by the vitamins, by the minerals, by the enzymes, whatever our body needing. But it's harder and harder in these days to get a proper amount of vitamin, for example, vitamin C from the apples, from the lemons, from the green vegetables, because the soil is missing the important nutrients, and instead of receiving the certain amount which we received 30 years ago, today we are receiving only half of it, or maybe even less of the amount of vitamins. And the people need to be treated, and people need to supply the vitamins and minerals and other nutrients by food supplements. So that's from the point of view how we can look at the diseases. I can reassure you that many diseases we can find, even we are living in the modern and rich countries and industrial countries where everything is possible from the food sources we can buy, we are not having enough of them in the body. And as I said, as we are supplying the different type of nutrients, vitamins and minerals, we can improve the quality of our health, and as well we can actually destroy the quality of our health and life with the low amount of nutrients we might, or our body might, missing. So how I came to this idea to deal with the nutrients, with the vitamins and minerals, is that I realized at some times that our body might be loaded by many toxins, and it need to be eliminated, these toxins, from the body. And I found how this one is possible, what we can do to clean our inside, how we can help to functioning the liver properly, how we can help to functioning the kidney properly, how we can help to functioning our skin properly, and so on. I found a friend of mine, Dr. Raman, in Toronto area, which we start to cooperate together, and we've been treating the people with the really chronic degenerative diseases, mostly the cancer patients. And these patients, we've been trying to help them by many of these supplements, as I said, what I mentioned. So we start to use the supplementation by capsules, by tablets. We start to using the supplementation by intravenous therapies, and so on. And finally, from my own personal practice, I realized that even the friends of mine who was diagnosed with really chronic degenerative disease, who was diagnosed with the stomach cancer, that we can help him by the therapies which are not used as much, but we use the therapies. I want to save him, or we've been discussing this, save his body from the surgery, because he had a stomach cancer, and the cancer was actually located in the area where the stomach as an organ was fulfilled by the blood and innervation area in the small curvature of the stomach. And that was a chance that 50-50 chance that he might miss his stomach during the operation, because it was very risky to operate his stomach. So he was kind of scared that without the stomach, it's very hard to live. Actually, you're losing the energy, you have a problem to feed yourself, you have many other negatives which the life without the stomach can produce to you. So we decided, or he decided actually, he wants to go and he wants to treat himself by the therapies which are not as much known, but are very safe, and as well they are very easy to provide. We set up the plan. We went to the clinic, which actually providing the IV therapy with different substances, vitamins, minerals, homeopathic remedies, and so on. And he changed as well his lifestyle. He changed his diet. He started to eat. Stuff which he wasn't able to eat before. I'm laughing a little bit because it was funny. He at the first dinner he received a plate full of cooked vegetable, and he said, "This one I supposed to eat." I said, "Well, that might be your safe. That might save your life, or that might be a safe of your problem. It can help you to heal." So he was kind of turning and making the faces, and he didn't know. He said, "I never ate this stuff." But he started to eat, and during the 14 days, just 2 weeks, actually, he changed his mind, and he started to be the most important person who gave the information about that quality of food, the vegetables and fruits, and not to be as much vegetarian, but eat the meat which is good, which saving. That's mean he quit to eat the meat which acidify the body. He start to eat food or meat which actually neutralize the body. That's mean he start to eat more fish every single day and so on. In 6 months, he was basically treated. 6 months from that point, he was without problems and condition which was diagnosed 6 months before. Today, the situation is, his problem appeared approximately 10 years ago. And today he's cancer-free. He doesn't have any problem. He never used any chemotherapy. And he's an active tennis player. He's an active golf player. He's an active softball player. And many sport activities. He can do whatever he wants. He's living a happy life, and he was actually treated by enough amount of nutrient his body needed. So even though I'm consulting for a long period of time the company which producing the different type of food supplements, I am stating that we during that time with Dr. Rahman we've been able to help lots of people, at least prolong the life or help the people suffer with dignity. We help by the medication, that's mean by using the food supplements, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, oils, special type of essential fatty acids and stuff like that. We help these people to survive or eventually treat their chronic degenerative diseases. Since that time, and I'm saying it, the friend of mine had this problem 10 years ago. I'm practicing this type of medicine for more than 30 years. We actually found that it's possible to treat the chronic degenerative diseases. It's possible to treat non-treatable diseases without the too much medications. And we cannot live without the medications, but we can live without the chemotherapies and without surgeries and many factors. So I'm suggesting if the people will try to change their lifestyle, if they will change their diet, if they will follow the water, if they will be drinking the water or enough of water, they can live better, they can have a better lifestyle, and they can actually be happy. Be happy to you too. I would like to wish you a happier life, and I'm looking forward to be with you again.